you that we're back. Our next guest on this week's Talk of the Town, president of the Austin Toastmasters Club. Chuck Waters has been a Toastmaster for 5 years and has been speaking publicly for 15 years. He holds the Advanced Communicator Silver designation. Chuck is going to share with us how participation in the Toastmasters program can help you grow professionally and make you a more effective, confident communicator. Welcome to Talk of the Town, Chuck.
Well, thank you very much, Jason. It's a pleasure to be here today. Appreciate the opportunity to share some things about the Toastmasters experience with the members of your audience. Well, basically, one of the things that we all have in common is our need to communicate effectively. Whether it's at home, in the workplace, or when we're playing with our friends, it's important that we communicate effectively. The better the job we do, basically, the better our life is. People with advanced communication skills are much more likely to be promoted by their employers to positions of leadership. And if you are a leader at work, it's absolutely critical that you continue to advance your communication skills in order to be an effective leader. So the concepts of leadership and communications are closely entwined in Toastmasters. Toastmasters basically helps you learn to be a more confident and effective communicator with the help and support of fellow Toastmasters. This is usually done in a club setting. With the support of fellow Toastmasters, you'll learn to overcome your fear of speaking before others. And you'll learn to build an arsenal of effective verbal and physical tools that will enhance all of your communications at work and at home. You'll speak in a variety of challenging situations and scenarios that will build your confidence. You'll progress steadily through carefully designed speeches in all different types of scenarios that enable you to build your abilities gradually through the basic communications manual. This is important for you in your workplace performance because Toastmasters helps you improve your professional skills and job performance. It gives you the confidence to speak up at important situations at work. I think we all understand that oftentimes it's not whether we're afraid to say something in an important meeting at work, but whether we're afraid to say it with confidence. We lack the right words. We lack the ability to be persuasive in what we say. And this is what the Toastmasters program can help you with. Your ability to persuade and influence others is a critical focus of the Toastmasters educational program. But you'll also learn how to be a more effective and critical listener. The art of critical listening is something that may not get a lot of press in the Toastmasters program, but it's just as important to being a good leader. People who understand what people really feel and really are saying by watching their body language, facial expressions, and gestures can often understand the crux of an important situation better than those that just focus on words alone. And finally, advancing your skills as an effective communicator identifies you to your employer as someone with the confidence and abilities of a leader. Now, what can you expect if you embark on the Toastmasters adventure? Well, when you join a Toastmasters club, you'll probably find that the people in the club range in age from college students all the way up to retirees. And although many people do join to overcome their fear or anxiety of speaking in public, you'll find that there's just as many extroverts in a typical Toastmasters club who are there because they really get off on speaking in front of other people. You'll attend meetings that may be weekly or they may be monthly in smaller clubs, at which you'll hear prepared speeches, evaluations of those speeches, and short answers to impromptu questions called table topics. You'll proceed at your own pace through the Toastmasters Communication Manual, and with the help and support of your fellow club members, you'll learn to advance your skills. Now, how can you start this experience? Well, one of the most important things that you can do, Jason, is to check out the Toastmasters International website, which is www.toastmasters.org. You'll find a wealth of information about the Toastmasters experience and what it means to you personally and professionally. There's enough resources on there to help you find the right club for you, as well as all types of manuals and publications that you can purchase for your use. I would also encourage you to check out the listings of all the clubs in the Austin area. There are about 65 of them. and they vary in size from just a few members to more than 80. You can find a listing of these clubs at the Toastmasters District 55 website, which is www.tmd55.org. You can find a club that meets at a time and at a location that's convenient for you. And if you're a member of a particular state agency or a particular large company, you may even find that there's a Toastmasters club that already exists for your particular employment group. I would encourage you to visit at least 2, if not 3, different Toastmasters clubs to find the one that's the right fit for you. The size of the club can make a difference, and the personalities of the club can vary somewhat. Visit those clubs and get to know a few of the members there. Once you find a club that's a good fit for you, then you'll be on your way shortly to doing what's called your icebreaker, which is what we refer to the first speech that you get up and perform in front of your club members. Once you've done your icebreaker, you're on your way into growing to a more confident and effective communicator. So in a nutshell, Jason, that sums up what Toastmasters can do for you professionally and personally.
Thank you, Chuck, for your unmitigated devotion to the Austin Toastmasters. Do you mind answering a few questions?
No, Jason, that'd be great.
So, Chuck, what are your feelings on the subject of history?
I think history is an important topic that a lot of Toastmasters deal with. In my club, for example, we frequently have speeches about history, not just historical events, but people's own life experiences, which I have to lump into the same category. And those historical life experiences I find often make for the most moving, memorable, and emotional speeches that I hear in my club, Jason.
Excellent. Thank you, Chuck. If you were invited to become a contestant on Donald Trump's TV reality show, The Apprentice, would you accept the offer to compete? Why or why not?
I would love to be an apprentice on Donald Trump's show, if for no other reason that I could approach him about doing something about that Volkswagen he has parked underneath the hair on top of his head. I think Donald needs a new stylist, and he needs a makeover really, really bad, and even if I exited the show in the first week, I would consider it my God-given duty to tell him that it ain't working, Don.
Great, Chuck. We'll try to make that happen if we can. Number 3, if you were restrained in a chair and made to watch television for 48 hours straight, and your only choices were episodes of I Love Lucy or episodes of Looney Tunes, which program would you choose and why?
Well, Looney Tunes, without a doubt, because Looney Tunes takes me back to my childhood, and I remember Mel Blanc and all the voices that he did, Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny and Yosemite Sam and Foghorn Leghorn, and of course, you know, all the subtle Brooklyn nuances of accent that Bugs Bunny had. And I just always loved the way Bugs made a fool out of everybody. Those cartoons are classic. And you want to talk about vocal variety, the ultimate Toastmaster would be Mel Blanc.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, and that's all, folks.